Hey everyone, welcome back to Feel English Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. It's so good to have you here again.
Today we're talking about something really meaningful, how to stay calm in hard times, and also how to practice English in real life.
Yeah, sometimes life gets stressful, right? And when that happens, it can be hard to stay calm. Even harder if you're trying to speak English at the same time.
Exactly. But the good news is you can practice English in small, natural ways, even when life isn't perfect. You don't need a big class or perfect grammar.
Totally. For example, when I go to a coffee shop, I try to order in English. Hi, can I get a latte, please? It's simple, but it's real English.
That's a great point. Practicing English in real life means using it naturally, not memorizing, but living it.
And you don't have to sound perfect. You just have to sound real.
Yes, let's introduce a few useful phrases that can help you sound natural when speaking English in everyday moments. One phrase is, no worries. It means it's okay or don't stress about it. Another one is, take your time. It's something kind people say when they want you to relax.
Those small phrases make conversations feel warm. When someone tells you, take your time, it feels like they care, right?
It really does. And it reminds us to be kind to ourselves, too. When you're learning English, it's okay to slow down.
I love that. Learning English isn't a race, it's a journey. And if you practice a little every day, like saying hello to your neighbor or reading signs in English, it really adds up.
Right. So today, as we talk about staying calm in hard times, remember, being calm also helps you learn better. When you're relaxed, your mind is open.
Yeah, it's like your brain says, okay, I'm ready to learn.
Exactly. So stay with us. We're going to share some personal stories and easy tips to help you stay calm and confident in life and in English.
All right, let's get started.
You know, Anna, when we talk about staying calm in hard times, I can't help but think about last year. Things were really tough for me at work.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
Well, I had a big project and a short deadline. I was working late every night. My English wasn't perfect back then, and I had to talk to some clients from the US. I was so nervous that my hands were shaking.
I totally understand that. Speaking another language under pressure can be really stressful.
Yeah, and I remember one meeting where my mind went completely blank. I couldn't find the right words. It felt like my brain froze.
Oh, I've been there too. What did you do?
I took a deep breath, slowly, in and out. Then I said, "Sorry, could you please repeat that?" That small moment helped me calm down.
That's such a great tip. Taking a deep breath really helps your body relax. It's like telling your brain, it's okay, you got this.
Exactly. And using polite phrases like, "Could you please repeat that?" or "Let me think for a second," gives you time to breathe and think.
Yeah, that's so useful. It's like a little pause button in conversation.
I like that. A pause button for real life.
You know, when life gets stressful, our mind starts to run fast. We worry, what if I make a mistake? But the truth is, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers.
Absolutely. I once said, "I'm boring" instead of "I'm bored" during that project meeting. Everyone laughed, but in a friendly way. It actually made things easier.
That's a perfect example. You turned a mistake into connection. When people see you trying, they often respond with kindness.
Yeah, I learned that calmness doesn't mean you never feel nervous. It means you breathe through it and keep going.
Beautifully said. Maybe that's the real secret. Being calm is not about controlling everything, but about trusting yourself in the moment.
Exactly. And when you trust yourself, your English flows more naturally too.
So true. Okay, next we'll talk about some gentle English phrases that help calm the mind. and how to use them when things feel tough.
Sounds good. Let's go there.
So, Jake, in the last part, we talked about staying calm when life gets stressful. You mentioned something really nice, that words can help us relax. Let's talk more about that.
Yeah, words are powerful. Sometimes just hearing or saying the right phrase can really change how you feel.
Definitely. For example, one of my favorite calming phrases is take it easy. It means don't rush, don't worry, just go slowly.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I also like, it's not the end of the world. People say it when something goes wrong, but it's not as bad as it feels. Like, I missed the bus, but hey, it's not the end of the world.
I love that. It's such a friendly reminder that life goes on.
Another one is one step at a time. That phrase really helps me when I have too many things to do. It reminds me that I don't have to fix everything at once.
Yes. And that's great advice for learning English too. You don't have to know every word today, just learn one new thing, one step at a time.
Exactly. You know, when I first started learning English, I used to get upset if I couldn't understand everything in a movie. But then I told myself, it's okay, Jake, one step at a time. I started watching with subtitles, then later without.
That's progress. And see, that phrase kept you calm and motivated.
Totally. Words can be like little friends that help you stay strong.
That's such a nice way to say it. You know, sometimes we talk to ourselves in negative ways, like, I'm bad at this, or I can't do it. But if we change our words, we change our emotions.
Yeah, like saying, I'm learning instead of I'm bad. That small change makes a big difference.
Exactly. It's called positive self-talk. It's when you use kind, supportive language with yourself.
That's something everyone can practice, not just in English, but in life.
For sure. So, listeners, maybe you can try this. Next time you feel stressed or nervous, say to yourself, take it easy, or I can handle this.
And mean it, because calmness isn't just about silence. It's about what you say inside your mind.
That's so true. And speaking of emotions, next we'll talk about how our feelings, even the difficult ones, can actually help us learn and connect more deeply.
Ooh, I like that. Let's explore that next.
So, Jake, we've talked about using calm words, but I love what you said earlier that emotions can actually help us learn. Let's dive into that.
Yeah, I used to think emotions were a problem. Like if I felt sad, angry, or nervous, it meant I was doing something wrong. But now I see emotions as energy. If I understand them, I can use them.
That's really deep. You know, emotions make language learning real. If you're bored, your brain doesn't remember much. But if you feel something, happiness, sadness, excitement, the memory stays longer.
Exactly. For example, when I was learning English, I watched a movie called The Pursuit of Happiness. There's a scene where Will Smith tells his son, "Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something." I cried.
Oh, I love that scene. It's so powerful.
Yeah, and because it touched my heart, I remembered every word. I even repeated that line to myself whenever I felt low. It became a kind of English motivation quote for me.
That's such a beautiful story. It shows how emotion connects language to your heart, not just your head.
Yeah, and that's why I think learning English through feelings like movies, songs, or even personal stories is so powerful.
Definitely. I remember a time I felt really down. My best friend moved away. I listened to an English song called Fix You by Coldplay. The lyrics were so emotional that I cried, but in a good way. It felt healing.
Yeah, music can do that. It helps us express what's inside, even when we don't have the words yet.
Right. That's another tip for our listeners. When you practice English, don't just study words. Let yourself feel the meaning.
I love that, because when you say, "I'm happy," don't just say it like a robot. Feel happy. Smile a little. Your body helps your brain learn.
Exactly. And the same goes for calmness. You can say, I'm calm, and even if you don't feel calm yet, your body starts to believe it.
Wow, that's true. Like, your words guide your feelings.
Yes. So next time you're feeling emotional, good or bad, try expressing it in English. It's not only language practice, it's self-understanding.
That's so true. Emotions make learning human.
Beautifully said, Jake. And speaking of slowing down and feeling things, that's actually what we're going to talk about next.
Perfect timing. Let's slow it down together in the next section.
You know, Jake, these days everyone seems to be in such a hurry, learning fast, working fast, even relaxing fast.
Yeah, it's funny but true. People want everything now, but learning English or staying calm doesn't work that way.
Totally. I've learned that the best progress happens when you slow down, when you take your time to notice small things. A new word, a nice sound, a kind message. That's when real growth happens.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I was learning pronunciation. I used to speak too fast, thinking it made me sound fluent, but people couldn't understand me. So I decided to slow down and focus on clarity, not speed.
That's such a smart move. And it's the same in life, right? When we rush, we miss details, small joys, people's feelings, even our own emotions.
Exactly. I remember one day I was late for work and got stuck in traffic. I was so frustrated. Then I thought, wait, I can't control this. Why not just breathe? So I put on some soft English podcasts and turned that stress into listening practice.
That's perfect. You turned a bad moment into something useful. And that's another good phrase for our listeners. Go with the flow. It means to relax and accept things as they come.
Yeah, go with the flow. That's like water, right? Calm, flexible, but still moving forward.
Beautiful image. And another good one is take a break. Sometimes the best way to move forward is to stop for a bit.
True. I used to feel guilty when I rested, like I was wasting time. But now I see rest as part of learning, not the opposite of it.
That's so true. When you pause, your brain has time to process and connect ideas. That's how understanding gets deeper.
Yeah. And I think that's what calmness really is. It's not doing nothing. It's doing something slowly and mindfully.
Exactly. It's like drinking tea instead of coffee. You slow down, you taste life.
I love that comparison. So, to everyone listening, don't rush your English. Don't rush your life. Enjoy the process. Every small step, every small word counts.
And remember, fluency isn't about speed, it's about connection.
That's the perfect note to lead us into our final part. How connecting with others helps us stay calm and confident even in hard times.
Yeah, because in the end, calmness grows through connection. Let's talk about that next.
So, Anna, we've talked about slowing down, using kind words, and feeling our emotions. But you just said something powerful, that calmness grows through connection.
Yeah, I really believe that. When life feels heavy, one of the best ways to find peace is by connecting with people, friends, family, even strangers. Just talking, listening, sharing.
I completely agree. There was a time I felt really lonely when I moved to a new city. My English wasn't great and I was shy. But one day, a neighbor said, "Hey, how's your day going?" Just a simple question. We started talking, and that short chat changed my whole mood.
That's so beautiful. It shows how small conversations can bring big calm. Sometimes a smile or a kind word can make someone's whole day lighter.
Yeah, and it works both ways. When you speak kindly to others, you also feel calmer inside.
Absolutely. Here's a nice phrase for that. You get what you give.
It means the energy or kindness you share with people often comes back to you.
Oh, I love that. And another phrase is be kind to yourself. People forget that calmness also means treating yourself with the same care you give others.
That's so true. Sometimes we speak politely to everyone else, but we're so hard on ourselves, especially when learning English.
Yeah, like, I can't say this word right, or my accent is bad. But really, your accent is part of your story. It shows where you come from.
Exactly. It's not a mistake, it's your identity.
I think calmness comes from connection with others and with yourself. When you accept who you are, your English, your pace, your feelings, that's real peace.
Beautifully said, Jake. So maybe the secret to staying calm isn't about escaping problems, it's about facing them with understanding and connection.
Yes, and using English as a bridge, not a wall. Talking to people, sharing stories, that's how we grow and heal.
I couldn't agree more, and I think that's the message we want to leave today. That English isn't just about words, it's about connection, calmness, and confidence.
Perfect summary, Anna.
All right, let's slow things down and share one final reflection.
Jake, today's talk really reminded me that calmness and learning are deeply connected. Yeah, me too. We learned that staying calm isn't about being quiet, it's about trusting yourself, breathing, and connecting with others through real, simple English.
Exactly. We can practice English anywhere in small daily moments, through emotions, or by sharing kindness with others.
And when hard times come, we can remind ourselves take it easy, one step at a time, and be kind to yourself.
Those little phrases carry so much warmth and strength.
Yeah. So, to everyone listening, keep learning, keep feeling, and keep connecting.
Thanks for listening, everyone. And remember, real English is about connection, not perfection. See you next time.
See you soon, friends. Stay calm, stay kind.